Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel. This video is going to be a little bit different. Normally I'd be doing some garden stuff. I have been waiting until the winter time, which is right around the corner. We're almost to Halloween. We're expecting our first cold front next week. So this video I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to do a big order on the rest of my garden stuff, so I have a lot of videos coming soon. But last year I bought an inflatable hot tub around the winter time, and I loved it. And I used it all winter long, and I took it down at the end of winter. So since I got the patio all cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and get this put together. It's an Intex Pure Spa. It's an inflatable hot tub. The thing I'm gonna do is I have some new foam puzzle floor mats. I think these are 24 by 24. They're the same ones as my old ones. My old ones are starting to wear out, so I got some new ones. We'll put those down first. Since it is inflatable, you do want some sort of cushion or insulation underneath it. You don't really want it sitting right on the hot ground or cold ground on the concrete. It does come with like a thermal bubble insulator, so we'll put these down and then we'll put that down next, and then we'll start putting the hot tub on top of it. Alright, so we got the mats down, so now we got our good foundation. So now we'll pull over the thermal bubble insulation. I'm hoping it's big enough, because I don't really want to go any bigger than this. So we'll put the bubble side down. Alright, so on this particular model here, what you're going to do is you're going to open this piece here, and then this is the inflator piece. You're going to stick this in here, lock it, and then you just have to turn it on and hit the bubbles. Now the cover. We got everything in place. It's just barely bigger than the mat, which is fine because all the water part on the inside will be touching the mat, so it's almost like the perfect size. And you can see we have our bubble thing down there as well, so there's no chance that this would ever get punctured or anything like that. So the only connection that we have to do is there's these 3 pieces here, and they line up perfectly with the 3 pieces on the pump. Now a couple of them do have washers that can fall off, so be careful, but we're just going to connect these 3. I had to put another puzzle piece down so it's the same height. Just take your time. All right, new filter going in. I usually buy them in a 2-pack from Amazon. I think they're like $6, $7, $8 maybe. I usually replace them probably once a month, and I probably clean them out once every week, 2 weeks, depending on how much you use it. So we'll get this one put back in. Just put it in there. Screw the cap back on. Alright, it's still pretty clean from last winter. Alright, now anytime I fill this up, instead of just putting the hose straight in there, because you'll get a bunch of city sediment, I use one of these spa pre-filters. I forget what this costs, maybe 10 bucks, but it's supposed to last like 30,000 gallons, so I could do this 50 times, 100 times. So we're just going to put this on. And then get it turned on. Now the first time I did this, I had it in there and all the charcoal came out. So if it's the very first time using one of these, do it on the ground first before you put it in the hot tub. So I'll keep it out just to be safe for now. That's it. That's it. I forgot to mention when I filled up this, I don't think you can over inflate it. It gets really solid. You can sit on this. It's very, very sturdy. But as soon as it gets to super, super hard, that's when you can turn it off. There is a water max minimum line in there. We'll get this filled up. I'll get it cleaned up a little bit. Once it's filled up, it's late in the day, it'll probably be maybe tomorrow, but if anything, I'll turn the heater on and then I'll show you it all fully running. We got it all filled up just below the max line. Let me show you the motor and how it works a little bit. Alright, so that's the model if you're curious. Again, those are the 3 connections, and this part here is your filter, and you unscrew it and change it on the other side. These flaps go down. Oh, also you can tell there's no leak, so everything's fine. This is the control panel. I don't know why it's flashing on the camera, but it's not flashing regular. But it shows 82 degrees. We'll turn it on. Oh, real quick. This model, it only requires a regular plug. So you don't need any special kind of, you know, 220 or anything like that. Now it is a big plug. I did have to build kind of a custom box and add some more plugs. It is a big plug, but it only uses the regular 110 or the regular outlet. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. And then it's got bubbles, your filter cycle, the heater, and then Celsius, Fahrenheit. So it's at 82 degrees. I'm in Florida. We're supposed to get our first cold front next week, so that's why I'm getting it ready. So let's go ahead and turn the bubbles on for the first time. We might see some dirty water come out. Alright, that looks really good. Alright, now this is the chemical that I'll usually put in about once a week. It really depends on how much you use it. It's just kind of like a clear sanitizer chlorinator. Normally I wouldn't put any in since the water's clean, but this has probably got some old water from last year. We'll just put a little bit in here. Just a little bit, it doesn't take much. I'm gonna let the bubbles run for about a minute, and then we'll get it turned off and put the cover on and get the heater turned on. All right, so all the chemicals have dissolved. We'll go ahead and turn the heater on. It's currently 81. Again, I don't know why it's flashing, because it's not flashing in real life. So we'll hit the heater button, turn it on. It's at 82. We'll hit the heater button, and we'll go ahead and turn it all the way up to 104. And you can hear the pump kick on in the heater. Now it doesn't heat super fast. It does probably heat, I think it says about 2 degrees every hour. I think that's about accurate. So to get it to 100, 102, 20 degrees, I'm gonna need about 10 hours. So heads up, you know, when to turn it on for when you want to use it. So I'll go ahead and put the cover on, and that'll really be it. The only other thing I want to mention is I'll probably change the water about once every 3 to 4 weeks. It really depends on how much you use it. There is a drain right on the bottom of the hot tub, but since my house is on like a slope, I just put a hose in there and I let the gravity drain it. It's the easiest way, and I just drain it out back. But I do try to change, or at least clean the filter out about once a week. So all right, let's get the top put on and let it get warmed up. And this cover just kind of sits right on top, just like that. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've really enjoyed this hot tub. This is its 2nd year. Honestly, if I get one more year out of this, that's more than what I expected. It works really good. It doesn't have any jets, but it does have these bubbles that are really, really nice, and it does get super warm, and it's super solid. So I've been super happy with this particular model. So hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.